Congratulations. What an insanely incredible effort that was. That was unbelievable.
Yeah, that was a little crazy, wasn't it?
I mean, like, looking back, how do you feel? And, like, do you have any regrets about what happened and how you had to throw in the towel in the end? Or are you just like, "You know what? That was my day to go."
But I really obviously got so much from the experience on the whole. The exit, I feel like at the end of the day, isn't as important as the entirety of the experience, right? So, what DS gives us is an inside look at their reality and all of their accomplishments. And really, it's like we are in their world, it's their world, we're living in it. And we've given them full control over our hearts, our bodies, our minds. And it really is there is a little bit of luck involved, I feel like people like Ali Mano, who got, like, her, finger kinda caught, but she'd been training for months. Some of this stuff happens, but it also does happen during selection. So you kind
Mm.
of some of it is really truly out of your control. I think that them pulling my number was in their control, but I haven't talked to Billy about it, and I don't need to. He shouldn't justify if it's his course, like why he decided to pull my number. He knew what was right in that moment.
What I found watching the show and what I loved is that it's not really a competitive show, is it? You're really all working together as a team. And if one person kind of is falling behind, the whole crew kind of almost gets punished by that.
Basically, the whole theme of this episode is punishment. So they were looking for a reason to punish one of us. Punishments are definitely a part of this season. They've been a part of every season. And this season, I feel like was bigger, badder, bolder. Clearly, every season has its own environment. So like the first was super hot and the second was super cold. Ours was wet, but the punishments were so extreme this season. And it really brought home a lot of the values that they're trying to really tell us about with what they've had to endure. And so, when they did the coffin burying, that was about lying and attention to detail and all that stuff. So, with punishment, which is this newest episode, I guess that makes sense.
A big part of your journey was to make him proud. How does it feel to sit there and watch the show with him? And how does he feel sitting next to you watching it?
We had a screening here in Austin, Texas that was really lovely. And we had a lot of people come out and support. And I love where I live. And I love that my community came out and sort of supported me. I think there's so many people who are fans of this show, and a lot of them have started following me or DMing me saying, throughout this course, you've been really supportive of others and you've been really, just caring and kind. And I think if there was anything that I would have wanted to show my daughters when they eventually watch this show, it would be that, like, you can be calm under crisis and be caring as well. So yeah, I mean, I was shown a lot of compassion by folks like Cam Newton. He ended up carrying my bag at times, especially the day that they put the rock in my bag. So, I think that we were a family, we were a community as well. And we carry that on when we have our text exchange and enjoy one another. So
Your husband's proud of you, of course.
my husband's proud of me, but he's a Marine, so he doesn't really go overboard.
Like, it was interesting that you were asking someone else if you were giving it all, but did you feel like at times maybe you weren't giving it all, or was that maybe just the perfectionist in you being like, "Is this enough?"
Totally. I love Golden Tate so much. He's such a kind soul that because I knew he would tell me the truth, I think that when you're in the selection process, you start to question everything about yourself. And I mean, I really felt that I was giving the 110, but I guess I wanted somebody I trusted to validate me and make me feel a little bit like, "Hey, you're doing a good job." I think that was me asking, like, "Can I get a compliment from somebody, please?"
And some validation, please. We all want it.
I'm still a girl. I'm still a girl.
Exactly. We all want it. It's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
And who out of everyone there are you still in touch with? Like, there were some beautiful relationships that were formed.
For sure. Well, Kyla Pratt and I are great. She actually just texted me because I guess you were talking to her right before me. She DM'd me right here and it pops up on my screen and "You look so pretty. I just saw you as I was signing off." I was like, "Thanks, girl." Kyla's great. She's always going to be my sister. Like we grew up together, and that's a bond that just can't be broken. And I don't know if you realize this, but Kyla also talks about perfectionism. So
Mm.
there's definitely like there's something that tethers us into, being a people pleaser, trying to get over overthinking and just living in the moment. And both of us, I feel like, really had to live in the moment in this experience more than we've ever had in our lives. So, yeah, I love Kyla. And then in touch with, and then I'm also in touch with everyone else because we have a really beautiful text chain going where we're supporting each other and we're going on each other's podcasts. And just in general, I think we're this little season 3 Special Forces family. And the DS are very nice. Like they are nothing like they are, but you just got to get through selection in order to like, you know, be on their good side. I think you have to like live through it for them to really respect you. But they're super cool and they're good men. They're very good men, and they care a lot about us.
Well, Christy, thank you so much for talking to me. I loved that chat. You actually look so beautiful. Like you're glowing. Your makeup is
Listen, Fox was like, let's get you some makeup. I said, did you see me in that mud? You better. Come on.